Productivity relies heavily on momentum. This sewing machine is not productive. It cannot build momentum. All this sewing machine knows are two speeds, 0 and full throttle.
Exercise to stay alive. Another year has come and passed you by.
Now, if you haven't used a sewing machine before, as you press the pedal down, it's supposed to get faster and faster. But on this machine, it only activates once it's all the way pressed down and it's at full throttle. There is no ramp up, there is no slow setting. It's all or nothing. Now, for this sewing machine to be efficient, it would have a slow setting. You might be using full throttle once you're actually going, but to line up and take corners and whatever you need to do, you need the slow setting. And now here comes the obvious metaphor. I kind of relate to this machine. All or nothing, full energy or nothing, and it's not very efficient.
That you'll find your fate someday.
I've had to travel a lot recently. I'm sort of living part-time between 3 cities, and I really don't mind all the driving, but it takes up a lot of time. And the less time you've got, the more important efficiency is. Building routine, building sustainable momentum, that's key right now. With everything going on that I have to put energy into, throttle control is more important than ever. I can't be on the gas all the time anymore. In more ways than one. So what can I actually do about this? What can I do to build sustainable momentum, to stop the mindset of full throttle or nothing? Well, the answer to that question has sort of been my pursuit for the last few years. I'll start with fixing the machine, because that's going to be easier. So what is actually wrong with this machine? Well, I think it's an issue with the pedal. This is an older machine. By the looks of it, I think 60s, 70s, something like that. And with these old machines, the throttle control is actually surprisingly mechanical and simple. To complete the circuit and get power to the motor, this metal arm has to touch one of these contact points. The contact points are all connected on a single length of spring, which introduces resistance to the circuit. So the less length of spring that the current has to travel through, the more power will be actually delivered to the motor. So in the end, when the pedal is pressed and the metal arm swings across, it's completing circuits with less and less resistance, resulting in more speed coming out of the motor. So understanding how the pedal works, it's actually really easy to figure out what went wrong here. The spring at the end of the chain is broken, so the circuit will not be completed no matter how far the arm is swung until it gets to the end past all the springs, and it completes the full circuit delivering full power. So in theory, all I have to do to fix this thing is complete that circuit somehow, fix that spring so that all of the good springs behind it can contact again, complete the circuit, and we gain our slower speeds back. Well, it's smoking, so I guess I can't salvage that spring. So with the spring gone and a regular wire replacing it, there won't be quite as much resistance in the circuit. So it'll run a little faster than it would brand new, but at least it's not stuck at full throttle. Now let me connect this back to personal philosophy. Being stuck at full speed isn't necessarily a bad thing. Work ethic and grit are really important qualities to have, but at the end of the day, we're humans, not machines, and we burn out eventually. Now, you can go full throttle for a while, it'll work out, you'll get some stuff done, but as soon as there's a bump in the road, there's a corner you have to take, something comes up, you have to be able to slow down and pivot. And that has been my issue lately. I like to just step on the gas, work hard, and then burn myself out, and I have trouble ramping back up to a consistent workload again. Life isn't perfect. I don't get to go full throttle forever in a straight line. I don't get to stitch perfectly in a straight line with no curves or no nothing in the way. It's like, that's just how it is. I have to be able to slow down and take things as they come. So I guess me and this sewing machine are going to work on our momentum problems together. Whatever that means.
And I hope now your belief in all this nonsense is done.
I bought this machine for $7 over a year ago, and I've been waiting to fix it to make this video. I waited because I wanted to shoot the video as well as I could, and I wanted to make it at the right time. I think overcoming this perfectionist mindset is the key to not overworking myself. I can't say yes to every opportunity. I can't put my full energy into every project. So as much as I don't like coming to this conclusion, I think building sustainable momentum is about grieving perfection. It's about accepting that humans are not machines, and that we can't go full throttle forever.